And now I want to go to the floor of the convention center where Katy Tur is standing by. We just learned, as you probably have heard, that at 4:30 we're going to learn who Donald Trump's selection is for vice president. Just one of many things happening today. Tell us what's happening on the floor, Katy.
Yeah, 4:30, we're going to learn about the vice president. We're also just learning that Eric Trump, Donald Trump's son, will be announcing the state of Florida nominates him. And that's a point when we believe Donald Trump will be put over the edge and will become the official nominee, or the presumptive nominee, before he's the official nominee for the Republican Party. So they're playing Proud to be American right now. Everybody's singing along. I want to talk to the state of Florida for a second, because there is a chance you could be not only electing a nominee for president from Florida, but a nominee for vice president from Florida. How do you feel about Marco Rubio's prospects?
I'm not here to speculate. I'm here just to enjoy whatever President Trump thinks is best.
We're going to take it in no matter what. What do you think about Marco Rubio? Do you want him to be VP?
We love Marco Rubio. You know what? It'll make a really great open seat for Ron DeSantis to slip in.
There you go. There's an idea. What do you think?
Marco Rubio was the mayor of Miami. He's very well loved in Miami-Dade County. He's a family man. He's Christian. He's got good morals, good character, conservative platform. So we love him regardless of who President Trump chooses. But I have my pick.
It's a very tense moment, and the former President Donald Trump is calling for the country to be more united. Do you think it's important for him to choose a running mate that embodies that? And do you think Marco Rubio is that choice?
I love Marco Rubio. My personal preference would be Elise Stefanik. I think because she's a woman, she can get the women vote. She's one of the more powerful leaders that we have in Congress. She's conservative. She's got a great platform herself, great voting record with regards to the Republican platform. I think that she would probably be a better choice, but that's just as a woman, my personal preference.
It's a good choice. It's your choice. She's not one of the three finalists, though, but we'll see what happens, and it could always be a surprise. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is the state of Florida. I'm going to take you over to the state of Ohio, which is just down the convention floor, because they have the other big VP nominee prospect, and that is J.D. Vance. And J.D. Vance has been so vocal since what happened on Saturday. You guys are from Ohio, right? North Carolina. Where is Ohio? You're right here. Okay, Ohio. How are you?
My wife, Fran.
Nice to meet you. Governor, how do you feel about potentially having a vice president pick from your fine state?
Well, if my math is correct, this hasn't happened for, about 80 years. So we're very excited about it. But we'll see. We don't know whether this is going to happen or not, but it will be very exciting.
Do you have a choice for who you might replace him with if J.D. Vance is the vice presidential nominee?
No, I've learned to take one election at a time.
Oh, come on. You've got to have a list. You've got to be prepared.
Look, we always think about things like this, but and particularly in the last few days. But look, we have to win an election, and we're going to do that. We also have to get Bernie Moreno elected to the United States Senate, 3 Ohio Supreme Court justices. So a lot's going on in Ohio.
Do you think that Ohio is a solid lock for the Republicans this year? Are you concerned about losing any seats? Do you think Sherrod Brown has got a good chance to keep his seat? I know he's not a Republican, but he's a long-time Ohio senator.
Sherrod Brown is always very tough. He's a very, very tough candidate. So I don't think anyone is on our side of the aisle is taking anything for granted and thinking that it's going to be easy. Bernie Moreno is a good candidate. He's going to win, but it's going to be very, very close.
This is such a tense moment. After what happened on Saturday, as an executive, how are you talking about this moment, and what are you calling for in terms of how we go forward, how we talk about this election?
I think both President Trump and President Biden have set the right tone. They both have said, let's tone this down a little bit. Let's talk about the issues. We got plenty of things to talk about in this campaign, but let's try to calm things down. I think that is the right message. I think it's a message that the American people really want to hear, and I think it's a great thing.
Governor DeWine, thank you so much for talking to us. I appreciate it. And nice to meet you, Mrs. DeWine. I appreciate it.
Hey there, MSNBC fans. I'm Luke Russert, and be sure to join me, Rachel Maddow, Jen Psaki, Lawrence O'Donnell, Steve Kornacki, Joy Reid, and many more September 7th in Brooklyn, MSNBC Live Democracy 2024. Click on the link for ticket information. We will see you there.